Hi everyone, welcome back to a running series on my channel called Switch or Ditch, where I examine whether to switch from a conventional store-bought product to a homemade DIY product. Now I'm going to base my final switch or ditch decision based on a few criteria like price, affordability, if it was an easy switch or a pleasant switch. So today we're looking at homemade toothpaste and mouthwash. There's one ingredient that keeps coming up as a controversial ingredient, and while I'm not talking about carrageenan today, I am talking about fluoride. Now, fluoride is very good for you. It has been proven and shown time and time again that it can help prevent cavities. But cavities and dental decay is on the decline, both in countries that do fluorinate their water and countries that don't. Why? Because we're healthier. We have better food sources. So fluoride is not the only thing that's helping prevent cavities and tooth decay. Fluoride is a toxin. It's a poison. And when taken in large doses, you can get really sick. But it's so confusing because if it's good for your teeth, then why can it be so bad? Well, it's all about moderation. So if you're just having a pea-sized amount and you're probably just coating your teeth with that fluoride and then spitting it out, no problem. One of my daughters is a toothbrusher, the other one's learning. And she swallows her toothpaste still. She really does. We're learning to teach her that. She's 2 years old. Also here in the US, we fluorinate our water. So the tap that comes from my sink has fluoride in it. I'm getting enough fluoride whether or not I buy the toothpaste with the fluoride. And like I said, because my daughter swallows her toothpaste and I'm not going to go buy different toothpaste for each restroom, we just stick with the natural stuff and get our fluoride from our water here. Now, when you go to the dentist, you'll often get a fluoride treatment and they'll kind of coat your teeth with fluoride. Fine, I'm okay with that. I didn't go to the dentist when I was pregnant. I know you should. I didn't. I don't recommend doing that. But now going forward, I'm fine with the fluoride treatment. I'm fine drinking my tap water, but it's just the toothpaste that's kind of that extra thing where I feel like we're getting too much. So the recipe I found, I will link below. I don't remember exactly. The base for the toothpaste is coconut oil. We made the toothpaste in a container like this. I use these a lot. They're really good for homemade products. They're great for travel. They are not leak proof, however. Was it easy to make? Yes, it was as easy as any other natural product. Price? If you don't have the xylitol, that's going to be a purchase right away and it's going to make it seem very expensive. However, you're using such a minute amount and you're going to have that xylitol for everything, I think you are saving in the long run. Plus, you can use xylitol in baking and things like that as well. Was it effective? Yeah, I would say it was effective. My teeth felt clean. It does take a bit of getting used to. The texture is quite different. So was it pleasant? No. Also, you're spitting your toothpaste out, hopefully, into your sink, and we have old pipes and I'm uncomfortable spitting coconut oil down my drain. When I do oil pulling, I spit into a trash can. So I guess I could just spit into a trash can, my toothpaste, but that goes to the criteria pleasant. It was just a little unpleasant for me to do that. So ultimately, did I make the switch or am I going to ditch it? This is the first time where I'm going to ditch the DIY and stick with my purchased product, at least for now. I'm going to stick with my earth paste. The main ingredient in here is a natural clay, which is really good in remineralizing your teeth from a lot of acidic drinks like coffee, lemon, pickle. I like those kinds of foods that can eat away at your enamel. And what they say, like once it's gone, it's gone. But there have been a lot of studies and research and experiments essentially out there that prove that you can sort of remineralize your teeth. And using this clay is one main ingredient to help you do that. I also experimented with a homemade mouthwash. Now, when I was on the blog, Living the Nourished Life, she made some criteria for her mouthwash, and I totally agreed with all of them. She says it must be minty, it must be a little sweet, it should remineralize, which is something that I'm going forward to. It should whiten. Again, it's just vanity, but I do like the look of white teeth. And it should prevent from cavities. So her recipe fit her bill and it fits mine too. Going straight into the criteria, was the homemade mouthwash easy? Yes. Again, it was as easy as anything. I have no problem making these. Looking at price, is it going to be cheaper? Yes, in the long run it is. There was one thing that I actually did have to buy, I forgot. I got it from Vitacost and it was the coral calcium powder. That's something to use for the remineralizing of your teeth. Is the mouthwash effective? Do I feel like my mouth is fresh and clean? Absolutely. And I attribute that mostly to the essential oils in here. It was so minty. In fact, the first time I used it, it was almost too much. But yes, it is very effective. Is it pleasant? Yes, totally pleasant. So what I have here is my homemade mouthwash. You can see it's mostly water. So it does have fluoride in it to help me out a little bit there. All the good stuff is here at the bottom. So whenever I use it, I just shake it up. make sure it's all incorporated, take a swig, gargle, swish it around, and spit. So do the criteria for my switch or ditch match up for the mouthwash? Yes, I am going to be switching to homemade DIY mouthwash, so I have a 50-50 outcome. I'm going to be using store-bought natural toothpaste, and I'm going to be making my own mouthwash. So this is where I've landed. I am not committed to anything. The future may change, and I suppose that it will. And if that day comes, I'll share with you why I made another switch. So recipes to these homemade products will be linked below. Give them a try. Try it for a few weeks and let me know if you're going to be making the switch or just occasionally making the switch. So thank you for watching this episode of Switch or Ditch. If you like what you heard and you're not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's free, it's fun, and I'll get to see you in my next video. I'll see you then. Bye.